Hello? Hello, M audio be working today? Is doth do be working audio here? Yes, perhaps. Yes.
I'm getting all sappy.
The time of man has come to an end.
Yes. Excuse me, thank you, Grime. 12 months for a whole year, Jesus. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. My predictions are correct. The thing is, that all my predictions are correct so far, but they're also all the obvious
wonder.
picks.
Rise the demon Etrigan.
Damn, I don't know the rest of the. I don't know the rest of the. How the rest of it goes. I know the demon Etrigan though. Oh no, that's like the end of it, right? That's the it goes like. Gone, gone. The blood of man. I think with Samira. How dare you say that about Blitzcrank? How could you say that? How could you say that about my boy? Or my it? Or my robot? So the thing is, I have many criticisms about 2XKO's current roster. I think having another Piltover Zonite character is insanity, considering how many other regions are left. There's so many in this game. However, why am I dead? I'm dead. Well, I'm dead. Oh. There we go.
See the wonder.
This took a bit.
Lizard, 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 lizard.
Thank you. He'd always take it. Thank you for the 13 months. Thank you. I didn't say Magic Spells. 38 months. Jesus Christ. Arcade rookie characters. Yeah, but now we got one who isn't any of those. We got Blitzcrank. And the thing, Blitzcrank was my most wanted character out of all of them. Which sounds weird because, you know, I love Blitzcrank, but it's not Ivern or Lilia or Volibear or Skarner or Kog'Maw or whatever. But I really want... What is he wanted for? Because I thought it was insanity that he wasn't here. Because the people who are making 2XKO were originally Radiant Entertainment, and their fighting game was an all-robot fighting game. Excuse me. An all-robot fighting game. And they had a character in there that basically had gravity moves that you could literally just translate one-to-one to Blitzcrank. It was so obvious that Blitzcrank had to be in this game. They cover so many archetypes, dude. The big robot grappler character with the big grabby arms, the electric character. They got so many things. It's just the unfortunate thing about Blitzcrank being here is now there's yet another Piltover / Zonite in the game. Though to be fair, pretty much all of them are Zon, really. You know, like you could argue Vi is like kind of half Piltover, but like Echo, Jinx, Blitz are all Zon through and through. So it's mostly Zon. Hint of Zon stage in the background. There is an Echo mask back there, which is nice. League is Ione. 2XKO is Zon. Yeah. It's like half the roster, yes. Out of the 9 playable characters. Which is you know what's funny? Because, you know, I'm constantly about, like, how I hate leaks. Thing is, I hate leaks when it's not from the company themselves. If it's just some random person who got insider information decided to leak it, I hate that shit. But Riot did this on their own by accident, and then they just admitted it. Like, whoa. That went up about a week before it was supposed to. Oops. Sorry. Got a clanker and 2 scale, but he's a good one though. He's one of the good ones. Beep boops. Yeah, he doesn't deserve to be called a clanker. He's not. Good butt. Also, well educated. Look at that. Too many leagues. Literally, Brawl Stars was hit really hard. I don't even follow up with Brawl Stars at all, so I have no idea. Now, what if we put him in the league? It is a different design for Blitz, right? It's not the Wild Rift version. Got a long neck in this version, or am I crazy? I don't think Blitz's neck is usually that tall. He'll finally be canon. We get new BLITZCRANK voice lines. For the first time since BLITZCRANK's inception. Not counting Space Groove, because that's Space Groove Blitz is an entirely different character. But like we get actual base BLITZCRANK new voice lines for the first time since their inception. Of a new actor? Probably. I mean, let me check. Who's the actor for BLITZCRANK?
Nature surprise!
Voice actors.
You certainly called it, and I'm happy you did. He looks so good. I would love if his dad makes it in too. Tough, I doubt it.
Yeah, I feel like... I mean, it'd be neat to see Victor. For me, if I want to... Personally, if I want like a close range mage in the game, I'd want it to be Swain. But that's just me. Thank you, though. Thank you, Marathon, for the 14 months. Jesus. BLITZCRANK. Duncan Watt. What is expansive voice cast, expansive catalog of casting roles. Mega Watt. Oh my god, wait, it's perfect.
Hey, it's a thingy people
Model
use.
pros?
Thank
What?
you.
Duncan also voices Ramus.
Oh,
May the sun
that's another
warm
character they never met.
all of
Michael.
your days.
Mike, you don't gotta. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Jesus. Thank you. I appreciate it. You don't gotta do that. Watch your stream. Why are you trying not to laugh? I am? What site is this? This is the official League of Legends wiki, and they just have a category of the voice cast. This has been really nice, actually. This, on the old League wiki, this existed as well, but it was incredibly incomplete. So, like, Cho'Gath did not have his official voice actors. This is actually really funny that they got a different voice actor for Gentleman, but then brought the original one back for Battlecast. There's a bunch of weird shit on here that, like... Or, like, there's some, like, actors that
Hey,
are,
it's
like,
a thingy
recognize
people
on here that are all
use.
over the place.
Thank you.
It's so odd.
Pool party Blitz, and he's an aquarium with fishes inside.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That'll be good. You want? There's an insane rabbit hole here, actually. Where'd it go? Oh yeah, Fred. Fred Testicore. I'm gonna mess up that name. They got him in for Sentinel Graves, which is funny. Cause you know who this is, right? This guy's everywhere.
I've got 2 thumbs and a shield.
This niche HUD.
Hey Nikki, I
Oh.
hope you are doing fine. I am really excited seeing Blitz in twos go.
Yes.
I am praying for Talia to join too, but keeping my expectation low. Nikki Boy Frog Graves also entry fee. Nikki Boy entry
There's
fee.
no entry fee. It's not real. But thank you, Niche, for the 11 months. Yes. I appreciate it. Thank you. I am doing fine. I took my nerve pain medication today. So, we're no nerve pain yet today. Tusco? Yeah, that is how the text-to-speech pronounces Tuxko. You are quiet. Other thing are loud. Turn myself up a bit. I'll turn the desktop audio down. Okay, nobody does. Yeah, we got no gameplay yet. We won't get gameplay of him till the 2nd. So, yeah, Travis Willingham is Azir. You know what's really funny though? Is that what was it? He does not play Azir in Legends of Runeterra. He plays Maokai though in Legends of Runeterra for some reason. So they got him back to play a different character, but he doesn't play Maokai in League. That's this guy. It's all over the place. And then there was some voice old man. Yeah, Scott oh my god. Yeah, and then we go down the rabbit hole again. Because Scott McNeil was the old voice of Maokai. And they brought him in not to voice Maokai and LOR, but he became the voice of Vygar. Because he's the current voice of Vygar and everything. Where's Vygar? Yeah, Scott McNeil, he's been Vygar since Final Boss and Fright Night. But Scott McNeil is also Scion. And he's also Hecarim. Where's Hecarim? Yeah, there's Scott McNeil again. And the guy who played Vygar originally, the original, Bob Beal. Take a look at his IMDb page. Oh, wrong one. IMDb, Bob Beal. Where? This used to take me to his IMDb. What? This used to take to the IMDb. This is stupid. Ruining my bit. There he is. Bob Beal's acting credits. Expensive. It's just my Man Talents, yeah. You know where I know Scott McNeil from is two things. Gotta find it first. Said, yeah, that's it. I've had enough. There we go. This is where I know him from. This is where you'll hear his Scion in this.
Enough. She's a child, not a weapon. How do you sleep at night?
Like that's just Scion. And there's his Vygar.
Oh, don't worry, minions. I'm sure I will have another brilliant idea.
Like that's just Vygar. It's just the two voices that he does. But what range though? That's the same person doing those two voices. Scion would say the child's a weapon. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Vader Zim type voice acting. They haven't gotten, I forget his name, but that guy, I haven't gotten him back to voice. Oh, that's. Oh no. That's. I'm so sorry, Zillion voice actor. Oh no. Oh no. Unlucky. It's been a rough few months for Zillion. Oh. I feel like everyone with that last name is like morally obligated that they should be allowed to get their last name changed for free. I feel like that's fair. Oh, this was a good one. Because I want to change the topic. Owen Thomas. voice actor for Victor, right? The voice actor for the VGU. And people saying like, it doesn't really sound like the old Victor. It's not the, it's not the same. You know what's funny? That I found out. Oh. Owen. Oh yeah, Yuri Lowenthal. Spider-Man is Tarek. Also, Twisted Fate. But also, Mance is the original voice actor for Victor. And he was an LOR as well. This guy has been voicing Victor since 2011. It's the same guy. So, everyone who says that, it's not the same Victor, it's not different. Can't believe they replaced the voice actor. Richard Epcar is insane. Wait, this is just... We're going full circle. We're actually... Because the new voice actor... Or the old voice actor of Shinsao is Raiden from Mortal Kombat. And the new one is Kenshi from Mortal Kombat. Rob Blackblade. This is the canceled champion. This is a canceled one. This is full circle, yeah. What character do you say is the most fitting voice? You talking about just like by like the voice actor they hired, or by like they think just like voice performance? You mean? Why does it call it says canceled? Because Ashley Birch is the voice actress they've used for Akali in pretty much everything except the official VGU. I think it was Laura Bailey was the one that they got. No, I'm thinking of something else. Was Laura Bailey the original Akali voice actor? That's what I'm thinking of? Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm thinking of the original Akali voice actress. But they got a different person to play Akali for the VGU. And then when they released the Starguard with Ashley Birch as the new voice actress, and they've used her in the cinematics and stuff, right? Originally, they just changed, like they re-recorded all her voice lines with Ashley Birch, but it got so much pushback that they canceled it. So, it'd probably be even on here. No, not yet. Akali voice lines.
You're going to need those bandages, little guy. You're really playing with fire now, little girl. Ugh, Jin? What a drama queen.
Yeah. It's all the same voice lines. It's just with the new voice actress. But it got a lot of pushback. Sounds like a teenager.
How about I take this life, Karma?
You know what? I feel like... What is it? How do I even describe it?
Wow, looks like 2KXO hooked the mandatory fee out of me.
Thank you, eating those beans for 26 months. Thank you. I appreciate it. There's Starguy, it sounds off on her bass. Well, we've just been hearing the bass version for so long as well, right?
Oh, Jin. I'm a drama queen.
It's not the same. Like, I get it. I get what... On one hand, they're trying to unify everything so it's consistent.
Oh right, I forgot entry fee.
There's no entry fee. It's not real. The attitude. The thing is that it kind of plays back into Riot's hypocrisy a little bit, where they just like, yeah, we want to make sure that everything's unified across all our IPs, that you can look at any Riot game and like see the same character in the same place. But now Liam O'Brien isn't Yasuo in 2XKO for... And he's the weirdest one because he's on the team. Like, he's there. He's helping with the game. But he's not Yasuo. Which is super weird. Yeah, and Laura Post isn't Ari either. It's... And the Darius voice actor... I mean, like, when did God King come out? God King Darius was a while ago now, right? God King Darius was like I want to say 2017, 2018. Does that apply even to VAs? Yeah, I mean, that was why Akali got the updated voiceover. Yeah, Liam's a voice director. It's so weird. Need Shaq to be Brahm's voice. I mean, we know Brahm is JB Blanc. But that's the weird part, right? Is that, like, every other voice actor for 2XKO is, like, Ilaoi, same one who's been voicing Ilaoi in everything, besides, you know, basically Legends, but it was the same one from Ruin King, excuse me, in LOR. And then Reed is obviously back as Echo. I mean, Reed is the definitive Echo at this point. He's been Echo in more things than any of the other, you know, the base league voice actor's been in it once. He did base Echo, but then Reed's done Arcane, did LOR, Convergence, like Sin Max, all that stuff. JB Blanc is back, and the same voice actors for Jinx and Vi are back. Like, so it's really bizarre. It's just bizarre that, like, Yasuo and Ari and Darius aren't. Like, it's really odd. No, I'm not mad at all about it. To me, Reed is the definitive Echo for me now. It's like gotten to the point now where I hear Echo in League and I get very confused. Yasuo's made Yasuo's an Asian view because it's seen as inclusion. I don't know about. I don't think JB Blanc's a Nordic man, is he? I don't know. I think I the whole DEI casting argument to me just like it's not even true 90% of the time. There's definitely cases where it is, but original Echo VA is also Pit. That's true. He is Pit. Yeah. You know, they did bring him back. He is an LOR. They brought him back from Legend of Terra not to voice Echo though. Let me find. There he is. If the damn image will load. There we go. Ta-da! It half loaded. We got partway there. Coral creatures. Yeah, the coral creatures. Yeah, they got him back to voice this guy, but not Echo. Which is fine again. We got Reed, so. Quinn Flynn's still voicing Jin. I don't think he's voiced Jin in anything since Darkstar. They didn't get him. Excuse me. They didn't get him back for Mythmaker, Jin, for this year. Right? Where, Johnny? Where are you? Johnny? Where is he? Yeah. Though you know who voices this guy? Yeah. There he is. Hey, gut's not buried. Please drink water. Yeah, I got water. Got water right here. That's included plus V. That's me. I did do the voice acting for Aphelios. On one hand, I would absolutely love to voice a league champion. On the other hand, I don't think I could put I don't think I could put on a voice that convincingly just like that didn't sound like my own. And then it'd probably be kind of distracting. That or like I don't know if I'm that great of a voice actor. Should voice Necrit's brother. Ugh. They knew nothing with Spike Spencer on Cled in 10 years of criminal. That's true, but he like practically like murdered his entire throat just trying to voice that character. So I kind of get it. How's a chroma for Pulsefire Ezreal? There's a chroma for Pulsefire Ezreal? Oh no. Pearl is his AI system. It's the robot suit. Like it'll say the same for Misfortune. Yeah. Exo. It's the robot assistant, yeah. Filler called you do voice lines for a follower, would you do it? Yeah. I mean, if they wanted me, absolutely, I'd still do it. I don't know how good of a job I'd do. I'd still do it. I mean, they got Lily Pichu to voice a character in LOR, right? So, yeah, Quentin Flynn had some allegations against. I don't remember what though. Why do I recognize Joe? He voices someone else. Oh, right, he voiced EXO, right? Voicing Yumi, yeah. That's what I do. There's no like good VGU that I'd be able to voice, is there? There's none of them left. My voice isn't gruff enough to voice a Ramus. David in Corbett's VA career took a tumble afterwards. Yeah, imagine that. Evelyn, yeah, yep, right up my alley. Yep. Oh, what about him? Hypothetically, if this guy got a VGU in 3 billion years. Sure. Oh, you know what? I feel like if the direction was taken, I could maybe do a Rumble, but I think they already got the Azrael VA down pat for that one. Vex, yeah. That's a bunch of weird. Anyway, that was a tangent. Robot. Although I do. I said this because this one thing has been living rent free in my head. Where is it? I hear okay, and this is all I think of now.
Okay.
Why is that living rent free in my head? Why that of everything? Just okay. I have a feeling Blitz will be similar to Potemkin. I mean, I can't imagine that they wouldn't be a grappler. Oh, and DK's okay. It's pretty good too. I like that one. He's educated. Yeah. Reading a book. Smart book. So smart, me. Book read. Mecha Zangief, yeah, baby. It is it. This obviously there's some design changes. Namely, I see he's got the big pipes going around the back here. It's kind of got like little shoulder plates. I don't think he's had something like that before. But it's not a dramatic reinvention of the character. I don't think there is a 2XKO design yet that is that yet, right? I think we've had at the most Vi probably looks the most distinct, but that's because it's kind of a blend of the Arcane design. Maybe Jinx. We should some rusty details. That would be nice too. I do like the pipes have some tape over them. I kind of like that, like they're damaged. It's like, quick fix, just tape over the hole in the pipe. I'm not saying I dislike the Vi design. I'm just saying so far 2XKO's versions of the characters aren't a dramatic leap in the same way something like, Nidalee and LOR is, or even you look at something like Nocturne or Zillion or Zyra and Wild Rift, right, where they try to make a new version of the character. 2XKO is a bit more restrained. They're trying to just like mix different elements of different versions from across the series. There's not really many versions of BLITZCRANK, is there? Same sized eyes. I guess that is like, yeah. Although the one eye bigger than the other has mostly been a model thing. Excuse me, in League itself. In any promotional material that you see Blitz, the eyes are symmetrical. So, Cute crank. I think Blitzcrank's always just been like a cute little robot. So we don't really have much else besides this image because this wasn't supposed to be up yet, right? Just did an oopsie and put up their support page early. So I think they said that it's next week, right? Yeah, a week from today, we get an actual. And Blitzcrank's gonna be in the beta, which is great. We don't have to like. They're just gonna be there from the get-go. I thought it was just gonna be Vi, but it's gonna be Vi and Blitz, which is gonna be very odd. How are we on your bingo card? Oh, let's watch this video. Riveting stuff. There's doesn't show up. Oh, I didn't type my own name in right. That might be that might help.
Been a while, eh?
Shut up, me. There we go. You know, except for Samira, this whole top row is spot on so far. So even if I get every single other one wrong, 50% of the roster got it right so far. The top two rows, you know. I guess he's substitute Braum out for Darius. I'm gonna be getting fiddled. This was like, it's not a realistic roster. This was just, for me, this would be a roster that feels a bit more lively and healthy. It's like you got some popular picks, but you got a couple less popular picks sprinkled in there. You got a nice mix of different regions. You got a nice mix of different kinds of archetypes and body types. Different areas of the League universe. You know, like we got at least one Shuriman, at least one Bilgewater, at least one Shadow Isles. And there's some missing. Like, we don't got a Demacian, but the roster's going to be this small. To be honest, if they wanted to spice up the roster and they just throw in Garen, I'd be like, fuck it, I don't care. Garen, I'm so sick of Garen being everywhere, man. Siobhan, I doubt there'd be a Shyvana because she's getting reworked currently. Shaco, yeah. Vex was like my workaround for the Yordle problem, where like Yordles might be too short, and historically short characters in fighting games are always a nightmare. So for Yordle, it was like you could go Kled would be good with like Kled and Scarl. You could go Rumble and his mech, or you could have Vex and you could have the Shadow be you know, standing up tall, so Shadow's also part of the hitbox. Like, all of that could be good. Need some monster champions? Yeah. And Talia was like, I think out of Shuriman champions, like, one, you get a Shuriman champion, you get Earthbender, you get the little... And I also tried to, like, pair them up, right? So you got... yeah, so Ari, obviously, you got the Noxians, you got the Sisters, you got Echo and Blitz, or they were in the cinematic together. You got Kaisa and Talia, who are also in the cinematic together. Braum and Ilaoi, obviously. You got the Shadow Isles, and then you got the Demons. So, like, try and pair. It's a 2v2, so for me, like, thematically, having pairs of champions feels like would be important. I'm not sure if they're prioritizing that at all. But again, this was a prediction video made 2 years ago. Patreon. What did I click on? Did I click on hashtag project? Oh, Project L. This was made 2 years ago. So, God. Do more Bilgewater, maybe Tom Kench. Dude, I watched the Dumbs video where it's the one that's like, are you smarter than a League streamer? And they're using stuff from Laldl. And they showed like, this champion is Bilgewater / Runeterra. It's like, oh, Tom Kench. It was Nami. That's That's not what... Did they just, like, look at the LOR card and called it a day? Like, I guess Nocturne's from Shadow Isles then, too, right? Yeah, Nami's Targ... If anything, she'd be Targon Runeterra, not Bilgewater, because she's fish. Yeah, I think they just looked at the LOR card and called it a day. No, she's not from... She's not even anywhere close to Bilgewater. They're on the... if you're looking at the map, they're on the left side of Targon. Like, they're almost as far away on the map as you can get from Bilgewater. They only put her in Bilgewater in LOR because of thematic cohesion. It's the same reason that Nocturne and Kindred are both in Shadow Isles, right? Because they're not from Shadow Isles at all, but just for thematic cohesion, all the death stuff. Yeah, they got oceans and fish and stuff. So it's easy to put her in Bilgewater as opposed to Targon. Even though a lot of her gameplay with her like self-buffing is way more in Targon's identity than Bilgewater. From a gameplay perspective, but whatever. Yeah, I ripped it from LOL directly. You know what the last launch... Who do you think the last launch champion is? Is there another one? I mean, that would make sense if there's one more, because then we'd have 10, right? We'd have an even 10. There's supposed to be 10. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I put my thinking cap on. Who will it be? How many chances do we have confirmed? 9 with BLITZCRANK. Thinking cap. Probably Teemo. That's a safe pick.
Hey, it's a thingy people use. Thank you.
Who would you prefer for Demacia rep? Vayne or Quinn?
Can I choose pass? I would pick... If I had to pick Demacia, I'd probably pick Galio. Or Morgana, yeah. I'd probably say Morgana would be a good pick, too. I would never pick Vayne, personally. I mean, I would say, like, Silas as well, but if you're gonna have someone that steals your powers... you want like your Shang Tsung-esque character in the game. I'd want Nico instead, because Nico can actually use the whole move. She can actually turn into you completely, and you can expand upon that idea in the game. Galio's toe. I'm still waiting for the Malphite's hand stage. That's what I'm waiting for. Oh, hold on. LOR champions or LOL champions. Who would be the last champion they'd add to this game for the launch? It surely wouldn't be another Piltover Zon. Garen and Teemo feel like safe picks, but I wouldn't think they'd be exciting at all. Akali, that's a good pick too. Aatrox, yeah. Oh, you know, I know. It's probably gonna be this guy. It's probably gonna be this guy. Victor Arcade, yo. I really would be cool. Yeah. Or it will probably be her. Yeah, it would like, I'm not expecting like an Ivern thing here. I would love that. That would be incredible, but I'm not expecting anything of the sort. I'm expecting to be a very safe pick. Isn't the 10 alphabetical order went in? It'll be something between Jinx and Vi. So that rules out interesting. So Kai'Sa's still on the table, and so is Lee Sin then. That means anyone above them is not. That's interesting. there's no way they'd go Jace, right? I'd be really, I would be like, Jace. Oh, Jace is above Jinx, so they couldn't. Haha, safe. Bard. Bard. I want to see Bard in the game. That would be amazing. Leakers say it's protected for spoilers. Thank you. Oh, Big Morty. Oh, tell me Big Morty would be cool as hell. Although they'd probably say Mord for DLC, wouldn't they? Mord's like a DLC kind of character. Nico is one I would really like, but I can't see them adding Nico this early. I think they're doing like even Blitzcrank meets that criteria where they're kind of right now starting with the heavy hitters, you know. They're going with the well-established popular champions that the general league player base like and that appeal to the most people. At least with Blitz we have a monster character in the game. You know, we got a non-human finally, which is great. We have at least one. There's an 11th ref floating around since Alpha Lab 2. It's pretty early in dev. Interesting. Go with them. And not even Ari. No, that Ari has ears and a tail stapled to her body. Other than that, she's a human. And we're talking like that the Ruined King Ari, where she's a bit more feral.
I
Sure.
really don't need it.
What the fuck?
Switchity swooty pirate dances aggressively.
Cadence, you can't. What am I supposed to do? 201. What? What the fuck? You can't just buy $201 candies. What am I supposed? Thank you, but also what the fuck? I don't know what if I wild edge. That's not an entry fee. Don't you need like money for food or rent?
Hey, it's a thing
Or
people
like
use.
anything.
Thank you.
Well, now my entry fee looks like nothing in comparison, thanks.
There's not even entry fee. It's not even a thing. Ari gotcha. I am not pulling for gotcha skins no matter how much money I am giving. I refuse to take part in this system. So no, it's not real.
It's reassuring how
That-
alone we aren't.
Dad, thank you for gifting a sub to Skin Spotlights. Thank you. Skin Spotlights got this skin. I don't even think that. I mean, Skin Spotlights are still in the League Partner Program. I don't think the League Unlocked even gets that. It's those like gamble skins. They're still locked there. They won't be limited anymore, so they'll bring back $200 capsule skins. Still stupid. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Skin Spots. Yeah, fuck that. Ari is a monster character. Yeah, Ari is not a monster. Thank you though, Cadence. You don't gotta. I don't know what to do with that, but thank you. I appreciate it. They should make a poll. Maybe. Oh, you know what? Might be this. You're welcome. Thank you. I don't know. Can you get your Skylanders? Instead of paying an
It's
entry fee.
reassuring how
I
alone
have all
we
the
aren't.
Skylanders. What? How'd you get to this? Thank you, Axiom, for giving a sub to you. I appreciate that. Skylanders tier list. I think I did that like 2 years ago. Selfishness prevails.
Hey,
Got a
it's a
question. Yes, I
thingy people
remember.
use. Thank you.
Have the rest of these. I have to hell dive soon. See ya.
Oh my god. Good luck hell diving. Thank you. Add Zach. There's the one problem that we very swiftly encountering is that like Zach, Zed, Warwick, Yasuo, excuse me, Vi, you know, like that. Most of the perfect fits for 2XKO are either from Zaun or from Ionia. So we're gonna have very little region diversity. I mean, we're already there. Smolder. Ooh. For Shiv. I mean, we need to have Shiv added to League of Legends first. Needs more Zaun. Clearly don't have enough yet. Only half the roster is on? Nah. Gotta make it full. Yeah, base roster barely has any variety. Yeah, we got 4 Zaun, 2 Ionia, 1 Bilgewater, 1 Freljord. Who's the other one? 1 Noxus. That's who I was forgetting. Forget about Darius. Real size Skarner. That'd be funny. Kiana for Ishtar. I would agree with you if I didn't loathe this champion. There are a few characters in this game.
People use. Thank you.
I would like Karthus or Rek'Sai.
Oh, that'd be kind of... Rek'Sai would be interesting to see how they made them work. Rengar and Ka. I feel like they'd save Rengar and Kha'Zix as a duo release, you know, like they did for Wild Rift. Emilio. That'd be interesting. Deserves that. There's very few characters that if they got added to 2XKO, I would be actively like, Kiana's one of them. That'd just be probably this son of a bitch as well, but Nunu. Just Nunu. Not even Willem. You know, I was watching a Baus video the other day, and as he was playing, he asked, is Shatter, Willems, they existed? Are they a real animal? Just I can't tell if he's just like all the brain power has gone to League of Legends or they're actually just, I don't know, 100% accurate. Yeah, that definitely was accurate. Yep. Can it be a cool addition? Can it be kind of cool? You have to find a weird way to make him work with the transforming mechanic. Professor Pickles, waiter more Piltover Zod for my Piltover Zod fighting game, please. Thank you for the $5, Professor Pickle. I appreciate that. Thank you. Cassante would be the perfect fighting game character. Cassante would be a great pick as well. I agree. You could make him... Dude, this would actually be perfect because you could make Cassante not a horrible piece of shit gameplay character. You could just make him badass and cool. That would be all. I'd love to see that. You know, it's like Yasuo in LOR. It's like, wow, Yasuo is just not a horrifically toxic, garbage, horrible thing here. Leo Whitefang with 2 stances. I feel like if you're gonna introduce a stance character, though, it's gotta be Udyr, right? Also, how fucked up is it that in the new game, like the new set for TFT, they made Udyr into just the generic mentor and made Lee Sin into the stance master? Like, Stances is Udyr's entire thing. And they just gave it to Lee Sin. I get it, it's like a Bruce Lee reference. Like Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, but come on. He's literally the stance character. Mel. I feel like Mbessa would be... mages are a weird pick. Mages and... excuse me. Mages and 80 carries are difficult to work in, I find. Because then you turn them too much into a zoner. If you're not careful. If you don't give them enough offensive tools. Jinx is clever because Jinx has all her gadgets. And, you know, she's crazy enough to walk up to you with a gun. Samira would work. Yeah, Samira's got a sword and she's all about close range. She's just... Look at Dante in Marvel 3, and then there you go. What mage be in? So I'd say Nico. She's got her goop magic. She's got the tail. She's got the shape-shifting powers. She's got the traps. And she's kind of a close-range mage already anyway. I was saying because whenever I think of zoners... Good God. Absolutely riveting gameplay. Just riveting. Isn't this fun? Look how much fun we're having. Look at how much fun this is. Isn't this great? This is awesome. This is great. Don't you want this? Don't you want Vayne or Lucian or like Caitlyn just doing this? Isn't this great? This is awesome. Not all gun carry of heavy can't. Oh. I'm not saying that it can't work. You can absolutely make gun characters work in games. I'm just saying half the time it's this. And this is awful. This is just terrible. This is what Caitlyn would be, by the way. This is just what Caitlyn... Because, can you imagine... I can't imagine Caitlyn realistically throwing punches, or like Lucian throwing like that's, or Ezreal punching is like, that's not what they do. It would just look weird. Jinx I could for sure. Jinx is a bit more scrappy and she got her gadgets. Graves could, but Graves has a shotgun. That's a close range gun inherently. So let him shoot more but remove the hit stun perhaps. I would agree, but then in that case that defeats the entire purpose of this. Like if there's no hit stun, then there's, you know, the enemy will just run at you. There's a run button in 2XKO. This game doesn't have a run button. That's probably why zoning is so much worse here. Azir puppet fighter. I could see that. I'd like to see them tackle Yorick though. I think Yorick would be cool. Or like, oh god. Who else was it in Justice? It was Darkseid. Darkseid was also horrible. Injustice 2, everybody. Injustice. What fantastic game this was. Oh, now we're getting some combos. There we go. Viego, Shang Tsung. I was gonna say Nico would be Shang Tsung of that game. Oh, God. Darkseid was just generally too strong. You know, the eye lasers were just brutal. Still Doom's foot dive. The Black Adam's marketing campaign. Jesus. Dr. Doom was hellish. Netherrealm, please. You know what's the one thing that's I've gotten to appreciate a lot about fighting games recently, and why I'm thankful for 2XKO, and I hope that the supers are getting better, especially with when they revealed Ari's new super. I think I mentioned this in the last stream that we talked about 2XKO, but like look at the animation of Darkseid here. Look at the animation. Everything's kind of stiff, you know? But that's because Mortal Kombat uses a lot of motion capture. Because they try to replicate the old stuff, especially in MK1. They're supposed to be stiff, that's true. But Johnny Cage is the best example of this to me. Like, look at Johnny's combos here. And you appreciate it more. What the point I'm getting at, when you play this in half speed and you get to really see the animation, because look at the movement. And then let's take a look at Sagat. Sagat trailer. Let's take a look at a Sagat basic combo in slow motion. Look at those moves. Look at awesome. Boom. Boom. Every hit. Boom. Every hit feels like a goddamn. And then you go back. You know what I mean? Look at this. Look at this comparatively. Oh, it's so lifeless. Oh, it's so bad. Other Aaron Black. Aaron Black was the same. What is his quality? Did Aaron Black not get a reveal trailer? Is that why this says fan made? Whatever, you get my point. Didn't show up at Evo. Yeah, I mean, but I blame Warner Brothers for that too. There's no impact on MK1. I cannot see it. Well, it's one. There's no impact, but look at when Sagat powers up the fireball. Look at the wind up that he has for that. Wow. Look at the anticipation. Boom. Yeah, and then he reels back to after he does it. There's so much weight to every hit. But MKX is not as bad from memory, at least.
Nature surprise!
But it's just Mortal Kombat has historically
It's crazy
used
how
this.
MK is the best selling out of the big fighting games, and yet it's the worst looking one.
I'd say, I guess MK11, yeah, MK11 sold like hotcakes. MK1, like, fully stagnated. And the unique thing, I've been talking about the fighting games a lot with Ross, actually. Street Fighter 6 is the enigma, where, like, usually a fighting game, when it comes out, it'll have its core audience, and then, but, like, the main, rush of players will dwindle out fairly quickly, but then it'll have a fully, core player base that sticks around, but they will be much smaller. Street Fighter is the enigma where it just keeps growing. Like, more and more people are playing Street Fighter 6, which is very distinct. Like, that doesn't happen. This year's sponsored because now I play Street Fighter 6. Notice now, but if I got sponsored by Capcom by anything, like, I'd be down, man. Capcom's probably my favorite of the video game devs, but that's probably just because they make Monster Hunter. But like, Street Fighter 6 is really great, too. They make Devil May Cry as well. Like, they make a lot of good. They make Resident Evil. Like, they just make a lot of great stuff. I feel like they're probably one of the most consistent devs out there these days. Mortal Kombat's been struggling for a long time. Yeah, a lot of that I also blame from Warner Brothers. Though, Ed's kind of been going on a bit of his AI craze, which isn't great. But then you compare this, right? I don't think 2XKO reaches the same level. Oh, hey. I don't think it reaches the same level as Street Fighter. But the animations of 2XKO still look pretty damn good. Look better than Mortal Kombat, that's for sure. Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, look at that, and you had always some nice smears as well on everything. That helps a lot. So the animation on this game is still really nice. I think Street Fighter 6 just is kind of the king of it. Is there any motion capture? I don't know. visually it doesn't look like it. 2XKO reads to me as fully hand animated. I think the reason probably why Street Fighter 6 looks so good is because it is motion capture, but then there is animation, like heavy animation altering on top of it. Mortal Kombat kind of prioritizes doing mostly motion capture, which is usually why it feels so stiff. I don't know for certain about 2XKO. It reads to me as more hand animated personally, but kind of said that ArcSys is dropping their variable frame rate for Token. I mean, you know, they got to move on to a new game eventually, right? How long has Guilty Gear's been out? It's been out for a long time. They're not even dropping Guilty Gear either, though. If you want to say they dropped anything as well, they dropped DNF Duel, right? That thing came out and gone in a nanosecond. Tekken's been dying. Tekken's only been dying because the Season 2 patch kind of fucked everything up, right? I don't play Tekken, so I can't speak from experience. But I heard that the Season 2 patch kind of just like they pulled the mythic items on Tekken. if you want to explain League of Legends terms, is Braun weak compared to lore in League to let his teammates feel like they're more powerful? I don't know. Soul Calibur? Jesus, when did Soul Calibur 6 come out? Soul Calibur 6 was like 5 or 6 years ago. There's not been a Soul Calibur in a long time. Blaze Cross-Tech also died like half finished, but I'm certain 2020. Oh yeah, maybe a certain something in 2020 it might have caused that some problems, but who knows? More like constant pain and agony. Oh, I know that. That I do. 2018, no shot. It's been 7 years. Oh my god, that's brutal. Feel bad for the Soul Calibur fans. I'm not like super into Soul Calibur. I played Soul Calibur 6 a little bit, but not even remotely enough to be very knowledgeable about it. I think I've forgotten pretty much every character's name besides Nightmare and the freak one, the one that the BDSM thing. I remember that one because it's so visually unnerving. I just forget his name. And I can't look that up because I'm going to get some really awful things if I Google search it. Voldo! That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. Peace have what now? That's what he is! Soul Calibur. Now I can just look up his name. Voldo. Look at him. What a freak. Just freakish creature. Get caught up, but Blitz. Oh, yeah, we do got. It's getting correct so far. I said Ivy. Oh. He really does have a thrusting attack, doesn't he? No. Yeah, that's so, like, what a freakish creature. Anyway. BLITZCRANK in the game. Very excited. We'll see their trailer in 2 weeks from now. Or in a week from now. And then only a week from then is the official alpha or the beta launch. And I guess we'll get another reveal trailer along with BLITZCRANK? I guess. I don't know when, though. And I guess final bets for who it will be. I'm guessing it's going to be either Lee Sin, Pike, Tebow, or Kaisa. That's, if it's any one of those four, that's who I'm placing my bets on. It's going to be someone safe and someone popular. Set. I feel like they'd save Set for later. So far, are there any, like, air quotes, modern champions in the roster yet? Not really, right? They're all, like, long-time established characters. Oh, I'd like Thresh, too. Thresh would be good. Watch it be Mel. Maybe a bit late for that. I almost said Alawi. Yeah. The modern champion Alawi released 9 years ago. The modern champion Kindred released 10 years ago. What about Snake Lady? I would be very confused. They did not tell me about it, but I'd be happy. I have not looked at the T1 skins at all yet. Let's do that. Oh, Kled. I would love Kled too. So as usual, I have no skin in the game other than what champions are chosen. Very disappointed that Faker chose Yone is the only thing I'll say. Very, very disappointed in him. I cannot believe we almost got there. We almost got so that every single one of his signature picks has a skin. We just needed Galio. Because, at least I'm forgetting, like, we got Zed, we got Ryze, we got Syndra, we got Azir, we got, LeBlanc. We got, like, all his signature picks. Ahri is, yeah. But, like, Galio was, like, the last, like, to me, that was, like, the last Faker champion. It's still a T1 Azir. It's still T1 Azir. It counts. For me, like, the last, like, Faker champion was Galio, and to see Yone. Oh, Ori. Yeah, we got Ori. That was the other one, yeah. Very disappointed in Faker for picking Yone this time. That's his second skin this year, yeah. Oh, let's take a look. There's also Prestige Silas. Jesus, these are edgy looking skins, man. Wait, Varus, you've been replaced? A Moo ult? Varus got replaced? Oh no. Okay, I gotta ask. Alright, not even ask. I gotta clarify. So with this, they have fully given up on what makes a prestige skin, right? Because what is prestige? There's nothing. It's just a normal skin. It's just a normal skin that's more expensive. Crystal VFX. Are there even? I didn't even really see any Crystal VFX. Are those? There was some sparkles, I guess, during the spin. Yeah. Prestige skin is we said so. Yeah, pretty much. And there's some people who do miss the old style. I say old style, like the fashion prestige skins. I didn't like those either, personally. I haven't really. There's like very few prestige skins I've actually genuinely liked since they've introduced them, or would pick over the base version. The ones that come to mind immediately for me are like prestige. The new Jarvan one I quite like actually. But like Prestige Ascended Pantheon, really like that one. Really like Prestige Space Groove Lulu. That's a great one. Yeah, Prestige Duality Dragon Volibear, quite like that one. Kane one's alright. The new Kiana one this year actually was pretty decent. Yeah, I'll agree with that. That one actually had a bit of extra effort put into it with the visual effects on it. So that one's not bad. That would actually make... That's a good idea. That would make Prestige skins feel very special if they were, like, community voted. That would actually... Yeah, it's like, this is the Prestige skin that the community helped to decide. Then that would make them feel special. That's actually a neat idea. So I know I'm biased. I know I'm biased, but I genuinely felt nothing. I felt nothing for that whole time. I think it's because Yone has so many like edgelord skins. He's just an edgelord champion. Like, there's not really anything about this that's special to Yone. The sound effects, yeah, I'm not really a fan of the sound design either. He's the edgelord champion, I get it, but you can have edgelord skins that are at least a bit still varied. Yeah, that's, but like Yone now also, he has the Mundo problem, where he got a skin that was so good that no matter what other skin they get in the future, none of them will ever compare. The distinction there is that Mundo doesn't get skins. So that problem not as much of a big deal. Yone gets skins every 2 nanoseconds, so it becomes a bit more of a problem. Okay, I thought that was just a thing. I saw the splash art. Nar actually does have glasses. Kind of funny. Well, it's kind of cool putting the 2 recalls together. Okay, you got me with the recall on the mega on the mega form. I like that. Okay, you got me with that one. Okay. Okay, you got me with the recall. It's kind of goofy. I kind of like a super edgelord skin. You kind of throw a curveball with a bit of a goofy recall. Okay. Prestige Demon Vi. Reference where he bonked his head on the trophy. That's good. That's clever. Wearing owner's jacket. Is that's a reference to something, right? Because owner's the new one on the team, right? Who was the old one that was on? Was it Zeus? Oh, they have Doran. Doran's the one who's the new guy, right? Doran's the new guy on the team. Owner's still on the team, right? He's the. I was like, why is the top? It's like, why is the jungler wearing a jacket of the top laner? No, that makes more sense. He wears a jacket like that. I see. So they didn't say Skarn's getting a skin this year. No, they didn't. Not to my knowledge, anyway. I'd like a source on that if that's true. I'd like to hold them accountable to that. Yeah. Another edgy red Varus skin. What the hell? Old bear. Oh. That's a reference I think I know. I think I recall eating a croissant. Got Old Baron. Are they using the chibi champion head? They just decapitated it. That's a very... I think that croissant might be stale, man, if it made that sound.
Hey, it's a thingy people use. Thank you.
He sniped and stole Baron.
Ah. I see. I see. See, I'm an expert on this subject. I know esport. I know all the top players like Faker and yeah. And Messi. Okay, you know what? I like the prop recall. They got with the music. Wait, Varus is back? Was he there?
Watch out! Daisy Stampede!
What? Horn Lime. Oh. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. Hope you had a good stream, man. Good evening. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. We're looking at the freaking T1 skins. And I kind of feel nothing. I feel a little empty inside. But at least we get BLITZCRANK and 2x KO. So it all is, you know, it's all goes back. Did all 4 of these champions get a skin already this year? What did Varus get? Did he get something? Have I already forgotten what Varus got this year? Spirit Blossom. Dude, this year's Spirit Blossom was so forgettable. Oh my god. I can't even remember half of them. Who is it? Like Morgana? Kale? Ash? Nidalee? Zed. Karma. That's it. Yep. Yeah, Aurelian a colleague. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Jesus. Hui. Yeah, Hui go. Jeez. Ugh. Let's spear about some springs. That's like a different skill. That one I remember. Because it was different. That was Volibear and Teemo, Ari, Felioset, Sona. That's all of them, right? I think. Ivern. I want to forget Ivern. I want to forget that happened. They made T1 Renata. Wait, we could have had Renata, and we got Pike again? Are you kidding me? I'm looking this up right now. Could have had T1 Renata. I can't believe it. Where is it? Where is it? I'm not seeing it. Whoa. Damn it. Okay, it kind of looks cool. He kind of looks... No! No, it should have been Renata. You said like so is player. People did player. Kind of looks like a Darkin. Am I crazy? Looks a little bit.
Hey,
Just put an
it's
eye
what
in
they
there.
need people.
There you go,
use.
the Darkin.
Thank you.
Don't worry, T1 will win this year and we will get the Renata skin.
Oh, for sure. Damn, that's some good quality. Varus. Yeah. Vi. Yeah. Fuck, we could have had Renata. Oh. That's a weird looking Silas, dude. That's a weird looking Silas. Why is T1 getting more skins again? Because they won Worlds again. And Camille up there too. And Yone. You know. Oh yeah, and then we got the splashes. Interesting square format. Pike, you couldn't be up like a little. This is gonna make it very difficult to make a thumbnail out of this, by the way. Why you gotta be all the way down there, Pike? You're gonna get cut off by the title. They look like edgier Broken Covenant. I couldn't see it. I kind of like the Gnar with the glasses. And they're using the more modern T1 colors, right? At least they don't just look like they copied the same aesthetic as last time. So that's decent. Probably showing more face than the others. I mean, Varus is the same too, though. Varus ain't got nothing. Yone's got he's got a mask, which is, you know, a lot of his skins can't say that, so. Original resolution was, Jesus, a bit easier to scale to fit. Interesting. Okay, was it this aesthetic? Might be a bit redundant though for him, even just in color scheme alone. Yeah. 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 Probably guy's hair again. Stop it. Stop giving him hair. But you know, at least in this one, it's not distracting. The thing is, in his other skins, the hair, they always make it like this really bright color. So it becomes really distracting. At least here, it's like it's not as distracting as the other one. Oh, you see? Fractal glass. There it is. There's the prestige part. Yeah, that's Simon. Furry. He's got like smoke coming off of him. I don't know if that's the same. That's why it looks like that one image of the werewolf screaming. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Thing is, usually my weakness for colors, like I think red and black is such a great color scheme, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because all these champions have so many skins already. Maybe it's because T1's just gotten so many skins before. Maybe it's I'm not like invested in esports enough to like find a lot of joy in the references they make in the recalls, but it's the usual for me for like esports skins. I'm like, I feel a little. I don't feel a lot. It's just Marauder. I mean, yeah, Pike especially does kind of give off the Marauder vibes. I don't mind the Gnar one, but I think it's just because the glasses are so... They're so out of place. Like, this skin's clearly trying to be, like, super edgy, super serious, and then you get Gnar. Those little glasses.
Hey, it's a thingy people use. Thank you.
Faker now has more skins than 59 other champions.
Yep. What's he got? He has Silas. Was it Silas, Yone, Oriana, Zed, Syndra, Rise. Am I missing any? I'm sure there's more than that. Ari, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ari, LeBlanc. That all of them? I think that's all of them. That's still 8. That's still 8 skins, man. Yeah, I counted Ori, yeah. Because Ari, LeBlanc, Zed, Syndra, Rise, Yone, Silas. Azir is apparently the other person, but I like half count it. And as a chibi for Oriana, yeah, you're right, yeah. I do enjoy the team is cohesive look to them by sharing some design traits like the collars and masks and ear cuffs. You call these things. I think I like the little wings, I guess. And at least it's not like... It comes with the caveat, I guess. The Invictus is always the one that stands out to me. Where, like, those champions, besides Rakan, and thankfully because he just, you know... Because he has the big wing. But, like, most of Invictus, like, they just blend together. They all look the same. Going Spatula's turning T1 Yone into a chibi. I do actually... I spent quite a bit of time the other day going around and getting as much of the golden spatula, like high quality artwork, as I could find. Look at this shit. Look at this. This isn't even all of them. This is just of what I could find. Look at how many. Like, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. They've made so many of these things. It's insane. Ugh. Especially like size looks like a better darker than Garen. I kind of see that. Money, money, money. The thing is, some of these are just absolutely horrifying. You know, like this looks so wrong. Like, God, this looks so wrong. Darius was not meant to be these proportions. Or like you want like this, like that one's really gross looking. This is also no. Something about giving like the sexy designs to the chibis is just it doesn't. No. Chibi Rek'Sai. You know which one they did make? Not Rek'Sai, but it was good. Chibi Nico. Yeah, they did make a Nico. Where's Nico? Yeah. Shanghai Nico. She works well, right? I feel like the chibis, they work the best when they do the cutesy ones. You know, like the cutesy champions. When they try to make the really edgy characters or the really sexy ones, it's like... Yeah, I did see the Unbound. I think I saved that one. Yeah. Perfume, dude. Perfume gem is just crystal rose with extra steps. This skin line is just crystal rose again. It's the same thing, just with a bit more color. Position low. I didn't see it. Like, look at this Vladimir. That's just crystal rose, but with a bit more color. You own them all. You got a special feature. Wow. Good thing there's only like 12 of them, and they're all gotcha. Affordable. They named it what? Perfume Gem. That's what they named it. Though there is one good one that stood out to me, but mainly because like I'm surprised that this even exists, but also like how has there not been a skin for Tom Kench that gave him just like a full-on mustache yet? Like that just feels obvious. And also like Tom Kench being like a CEO business tycoon just makes sense. They love Kench. It's not even a base Tom Kench though yet, is there? They made like Coin Emperor, which I couldn't find the art, like a good, like, I tried to find like as high quality artwork as I could, but I couldn't find one of Coin Emperor. I love a business Tom Kench. Like, yeah, this just makes sense. Him as like a CEO. Yeah, he does. Oh, wait, Fat Munchman does have some silly. He's got the chef. He's got Earth Kench. Yeah, Isha. This is insane. This is bad taste. Bad taste. Now you can kill Isha yourself. Congratulations. I haven't seen her finish her, but I guarantee she explodes her. She just blows herself up. That's what it is. For sure. Yeah. There's a few like decent ones in here, but a lot of them are like just really strange. Also, like, I'm sorry, but of all the Twisted Fate skins, this one, the Space Groove one, really? This, like, a weird choice. We groovin'. There's so many Twisted Fate skins that are so much better. Oh, this is a good one. That's good. See, that's good. This is like one that I'm genuinely jealous of. That's a good one. That just fits perfectly. Chibi character with a beard just looks weird. Yeah, that's what I mean. They try to make they work best with the cutesy stuff, you know, because they're like naturally cutesy in proportion. Is there a chibi scarter? Ha ha! That's a good joke.
Nikki, finally I caught you live. I have unfortunately been hacked and the hacker got my Discord suspended. I have sent them a formal arbitration demand BCS. They refuse to have a human look at the literal police report and screenshot of the hacker confessing. I keep sending.
Oh shit. I'm sorry that happened. Hopefully we can get that sorted out. I'm just gonna... I wasn't aware of that, so I'm just gonna briefly go into the server roles real quick. And I'll add this... And I'll add this back once you have got that sorted out. just as a precaution. As Mrs. Spaz and other being done. Ay. I'm sorry that happened. Hopefully it get like can help at least in some regard. Oh yeah. See, a Chibi Kindred would be amazing. This would be good. Also, hey, this is an example like, yeah, they picked like one of the best Kindred skins, if not the best one. That's a good one. The one problem though is you look at these and like, man, that would be cool to have. And then you realize if it did come to League, it would cost $200. It's so hard to get excited about TFT cosmetics these days, man. It's so hard. It's probably the catch reviews will come back. It's possible, yes. It is very possible. I gotta be in the right headspace, I think. And my plan is, this is kind of my current plan. There are a lot of videos that are like in progress and being like worked on simultaneously. My kind of general plan is that I want the big video that I'm working on right now, that's going to be out first. And then you guys are just going to get bombarded with stuff. Pretty much. You just get bombarded with stuff for a while. There's going to be a lot of videos coming out at once. But I want to get the big one out first. The account suspended. The Discord just literally ignoring my appeals. Ey. Okay, so how are you doing health-wise? Better. You know, nerve damage. That is horrible timing. Oh my god. That is insanity timing. Shut up, Creative Cloud. That... Don't manifest it like that. Hold on, I'm gonna go turn on my fan. Jesus. Nerve damage jump scare. I mean, not just say that's just crazy timing that it came back again briefly for a moment there. If you don't, the nerve damage that I have, you know, you get like pins and needles on your feet or like on your, like any part of your body, you get that kind of numbness feeling. Imagine that feeling, except instead of like the kind of the awkward numbness, it feels like actual pins and needles like repeatedly stabbing you. And that goes across almost my entire body. It goes down my arms and my hands. It literally like crawls up the side of my neck and into my face and all across my back. Like, it is awful. It sucks. Hello. And it just, I kind of pause there because I kind of like, I have to like try and calm myself to get it to stop. It's horrible. Yeah, it's just a bitch experience the physical trauma, yeah. Anyway. There's all of these. There's also all these, well, how many Chibi Champions exist? 5 billion Chibi Champions. They made way too goddamn many of these things. And again, it's been very difficult to find the high quality artworks of any of them. Like, I managed to find like this high quality Aatrox. That's nice. But with poor Moo, I'm stuck with this low resolution garbage.
Hello.
I want the high quality artwork, you see. Girls already chibi. Yeah, so like with some of them with Teemo, it's kind of like a little odd, but I think it's funniest when it's like Malphite. Look at the chibis, literally killing you, yeah. Now the Unbound ones are what's killing you. You know what you see the newest Unbound skin is? SpiderX probably posted it. I saw the artwork of it somewhere. SpiderX didn't post it. SpiderX, you failed me. Jamarlo probably posted it. Come on, Jamarlo. Don't let me down here. Come on. Jamarlo. Oh, what was that? Oh. high quality artworks. There we go. Yes, thank you, Jamarlo. It's just Garrett. Yippee! Isn't everyone excited about Garen? Base Garen? I, for one, am super excited about getting to pay the equivalent of $80 for Garen. This patch early into PvE weirdly. I got no idea how that happened. I mean, BLITZCRANK also got put on the Riot website before, like a week before they were supposed to. So this is just a pattern, I guess, of recently. Bring me 5 more overpriced base chibi balls. The crazy thing is they keep adding these chibis, but they keep adding the same ones. You know, like, yeah, like Kaisa and Morgana are getting ones again. Garen's getting another Unbound. Like, they just keep making them for the same champions. It'd be not as bad if they just actually made them for new champions, but, like, you know, what they did with Lilia. Also, yeah, the model is just better than the base League Garen, which is, like, that's really frustrating. That they are spending time and money on making new models for old champions, but paywalling them in TFT and not actually helping to improve the health and sustainability in the game. Because if you give Garen a new model in League, then that means all his future skins are actually going to look good. Maybe Risen of the Fallen Garen wouldn't look like utter garbage. Fuck. I hate capitalism. Unbound Darius 100% the next one? Maybe. What's the new cinematic? I saw the new cinematic. We didn't see this, though. We didn't see this here. This one. So... I don't like what that's implying, Mr. Spotlights. I can't wait for Kaisa's 4th and 5th one. Hello, AB Chad. Hey, capitalism too. With Garen, we got God King Unbound first, then got Classic Tier, yeah. But that's been the pattern, right? Is that we get like the skin and then we get the regular one later. Like we got no. No. Every time. Oh no, close your eyes. Oh god. Oh no. We got this. So then we got the... Then we got this later. Right. With his small little snoot. What's weird is that, like, because... I think, like, him having the smaller snoot actually makes him look more believably like a TFT something. You know what I mean? He's a bit brighter colored. He's got the smaller snout. He looks like a kind of slightly chibified Warwick. It's not like a... I would have rather just a full-on chibi Warwick, personally. But it's not like... Not like Garen, right? Where, like, that's... Bro, that's, like, just the League skin, but with, like, an actual normal head size. It's so weird. I have to get him for free in the beginning. It was quite easy to get him in the downs, and now it's basically impossible without paying. Yeah. Yeah. I've gotten lucky a few times on the, on that stuff. Like, I got the arcane board. Why is his neck so long? Because you gotta view him from this angle. That's usually why. Like, you ever seen, probably one of the best examples? Is Set. Like, you know, from this angle, like, it looks fine. Then you look at him. Where are you looking at, Set? What you looking at, buddy? Why are you standing like that? You... what are you looking at? Oh, you know what? You want a really good one? Specifically, it's with this. Recall. There we go. All's well so far, you know. Get the recall. Looking good, right? Let's just do one of these. Suddenly, things are starting to look a little off. Suddenly, things are starting to look a little weird. But when you see it from this, like, it looks totally normal from this angle, right? Looks totally fine, because that's the angle most people are seeing it from. It's the beauty of animation. Sometimes the horror. Oh, wait. This isn't even a cheating one. Because I thought of Mordecai's was cheating. But do you want to see the best Mordekaiser animation that exists? Spell 4, I think. This is the one. Or is it Spell 4 move? Where is... What is this? What is this? Why does he have this in his... Look at him go. Why is he doing that? Wee. Why is he a fish? Mordekaiser thinks he's a mermaid. God bless him. They even animated the cape behind him. Not a very good loop, but why? It's not even like, what is his hands outstretched? Like, this is like a Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare. Just go. Yeah, Nightfall's just on the ground there. Way below him too. This is spell form. It's like, yeah, this is what the animation he has when he's ulting, right? When does he do this? Never. He never does this in game as far as I know, but he just has this. Another one not quite as funny, but I always think of when I think of like stretching the model. Spell 2. Yes. Look at this chomp. You know, a little chomp. Even when he bites, you know how squished he gets. Or Trundle's good with that too. Trundle's got a good munch. Trundle, spell 1. Yeah. Is that the bite of his head? Yeah. Stubbed his toe. This is a Tom and Jerry scream. Scion has one kind of like that too. I think it's during his E. Oh. Oh, the wonders. Dude, the model was not meant to stretch like that. Look at how much they're stretching the texture here. Oh my god. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Whoa. Look how scrunched he gets too. Look at him squish. This is fine. This is beautiful. Anyway, riveting T1 skins that I care about a lot.
본인의 마음에 달려 있다고 생각을 하기 때문에 그다지 무겁다고 생각하지는 않은 것 같습니다.
좀 초반 템포가 굉장히 중요하다 생각했어.
Oh, look, it's Galio.
파이크를 몇 번 해봤는데 제가 생각했던 대로 게임 흐름이 편해지는 것 같아서.
Oh, look, there's Galio again.
다이브 당하기 전에 좀 그런 핵심.
Oh, look, there's Galio again.
작년 월드 때 나르가 굉장히 성능이 좋았었어.
And Pike with Gnar and Galio. Wow. What the hell is they got a statue for Azir? What was that? They got like a memorial hall. They got like a Faker museum. Or did Azir commission this himself? Are you mentioning Galio? Because Galio should have gotten the T1 skin, god damn it. There's Vi. There's Renata as well.
스틸을 하려고 하든 아니면은 싸움을 하려고 하든 그럴 때 바이 궁극기 같은 걸로 걸 수가 있기 때문에 그런 점이 조금 강점이지 않을까.
캐리아 선수가 파이크로 칼날비를 들었어가지고 저도 그거에 맞춰서 좀 압박을 줘야 된다고 생각해서 칼날비를 선택한 것 같습니다.
우리 팀 위치나 상대팀 위치가 좀 복합적으로 생각하는 게 많아서 어느 정도는 좀 계산하는 것도 있지만 좀 감각적으로 하는 것도 많은 것 같습니다. 세세히 다 얘기해서
wasn't there a whole thing like the last year that Faker like barely gives any notes on this shit anymore because he's done it so many times he doesn't care anymore. He's just like, yeah, whatever, we've done this song and dance over and over and over again. Just do whatever, man. I'm sick of it. What a position to be in.
나왔다기보다는 그냥 제가 순간적으로 걸었을 때 팀원들이 저를 믿고 잘 이제 호응해줬던 것 같습니다. 청량 월드 같은 경우에는 증명했다라는 기쁨보다는 저희가 이제 또 다시 해냈다라는 기쁨이 컸던 것 같고 작년에 되게 어려운 한 해였다고 생각했는데 이렇게 마지막에 또 우승할 수 있어서 기쁜 마음밖에 없었던 것 같습니다.
So I'm in a weird predicament with T1. We're like, I don't hate T1. I'm not a hater. Like you know, they're a great esports team. I'm just, for me, when it comes to World's Championships, if the same team wins over and over and over and over again, I'm like, well, it'd be kind of nice if someone else won. That, you know, be kind of nice if someone else won. That'd be cool. After a while, just like, they won again? Ah, shocker. Eh. Trust Los Ratones. Yeah, there, yep. And they ban Bowser's Scion, and then what does he do? The main characters, yeah. I know, they're big. I know, I get it. I'm just saying, I like me an underdog story. What can I say? I find it difficult to root for the well and established winners. Does Cagel have the money for that? No. You know what's funny? From that angle, that could have been the Renata skin. Do you see what I'm like? Do you see it? That could have been the that just put Renata's little thing beside it. What is Lysandra doing here? Non-binary owned confirmed. Oh my god. That's a very gray looking Baron. Oh, never mind. So on the one hand, complete thematic disconnect with Gnar. However, I do find it a little funny that like this, it's taking itself so seriously and trying so hard to be so edgy and cool, and then there's Gnar. Not only just like, you got all these like very skinny human champions, and then this tiny little gremlin Mogwai looking thing, but then he's also got glasses on. And no armor to speak of besides the crown. Like, they didn't put Gnar in any kind of armor at all. Gave him his juice box. Yeah, he looks lost. He's the little kid that they took to their camp. Oh, I kind of like it. Every edgy team needs a cute mascot. True. And then Simon. You know. Yeah. I guess we can just look at this again. I was half asleep when I saw this anyway. Ball cucks. That's what's happening here. And that was a dead Silverwing, right? There's a darkened glaive. Hello, who are you? If I may. Herm. What Zinzao could have been. Nah. Make him pretty. We cannot have him look even slightly older. Even though he does, it's not even like he doesn't look handsome here. That's still a handsome man right there. Yo. He's supposed to be in like his 50s, yeah. He's made him too pretty in this game. He's too young looking. The gray hair is good. You need more than that. So, from what I gather from the cinematic, this is kind of implying that Jin is getting like visions of the Fallen. The visions of the Darkened taking over and ruining Demacia. So it's kind of like that means the visions of the Fallen skins are lore skins, just not in like, so they're not just like a completely disconnected what if. They are still kind of connected to the lore in that way. It's just like that's what Jin is seeing what the future might be. It's like the Old Man Yasuo again, except that one was like a completely like that has nothing to do with anything else. That's just a possible future. In this way, they're connecting this skin line to be like, yeah, this is what will happen if they don't change something. Whereas like Old Man Yasuo was like, yeah, this might happen. This could have happened. This is like, no, this will happen if they don't do something to stop it. Also, Otacon, buddy, that's not how like Darken don't work that way. Unless LeBlanc has figured something out. Because usually the way Darken work is that when like they touch the weapon, the Darken overtakes the host body. But I guess if there's no blood, like there's no physical body to work with, maybe that's why it works differently. Anyways, so like that would work. That would be the case. But then there's Balkux, who's just a tree. You know. So there's all kinds of weird. Or like Pra overtook a spirit somehow. So. And wait, they can't even, because Pra's canon now. Pra's officially fully canon. So they can't make that excuse. The tree is alive, but there's no blood. They specifically use blood magic. The blood magic, LeBlanc took the genius move to make so with no blood wield it. I mean, it'll be something different because maybe Otacon is stronger than we give him credit. I'm still confused as to how the Darkened Glaive even exists. If we're judging by the timeline. Unless... Because unless I'm misremembering the motion comic, doesn't the whole thing with Yunara and the Glaive take place during the Darkened War? Right? call Necrit now. After. Because that would make more sense if it was after. But they allude to it being during the Dark War. Because if it's during the Darken War, then technically, like, there shouldn't be Darken weapons yet. It would have to be afterwards, because the Darken weapons came into existence after the war. The Darken weapons existing signified the end of the war. And if that was the case, then here, like, he wouldn't, especially if that was the case, he wouldn't be a Darken really much at all. So it's, ugh. Unless, and it would make more sense, because if it's during the Darken War and he wants peace, then he would have showed up to that peace summit, and he would have been evaporated with the rest of them. And then it was the stragglers that got caught off and turned into the Darken weapons. So it's kind of mucks up the timeline a lot, unless they specify when this even happened. It would make more sense if it happened later, when, like, there were Darken weapons sealed in Ionia, and then that's how it happened with the taking over their bodies or whatever. It doesn't 100% factual, but it does for how the Darken glaive came into existence. Because technically it would just be a Darken who had a glaive as a weapon. He wouldn't be the weapon yet. That's what I mean. This is supposed to be a nightmare that LeBlanc implanted into Shinzai. You can see her eyes in the background. Kinda with, like, these markings, kind of. Unless I'm missing a more exact detail there. Oh yeah, I can see Otacon behind the throne. Yeah, I saw that. What a weird world. I gotta say, in no world was I ever expecting Otacon to be this important to anything. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? Like this one-off demon from LOR, who we all thought was like, oh, that's cool. That's a cool looking demon. Oh shit, and he's this important. It's crazy. You got promotes. Oh yeah, it's nuts. So I hope more comes about of it. Still, I Darken. I'm just saying, whoever were the Darken in charge of this, Jarvan, he's the king of Demacia. You know, that makes sense. Garen, you tell me you had no one else? I know out there this stream has been a lot of Garen slander, but, you know, like, Shyvana was there. Sona has some sort of power. Silas, Lux. You know, there's a few other people that probably could have worked better than Garen, but whatever. Darken Fiora, I mean, she'd probably be about the same. I don't even know if they could have overtaken Galio. So I'm not sure. So this creepy, like, goop magic that Otacon's going on. He just happened to be there. I guess. Darken Kale, that would be horrifying. I do have a theory that I'm sure someone else has said this for sure, right? But the next Battle Pass, like Act 2 of this season, the prestige skin is Zoe. And I'm just like, they gotta be porting over some of the LOR stuff, right? Surely, like, Zoe being the prestige skin in this Act 2 of the Darkened season's gotta mean something. Surely. Like, surely that's gotta be what they're doing. Is Lucian currently in Demacia? No, he's all over the place. Called Twilight something. Oh my god. It's all hinting. It's all hinting at it. It's all connected. How did Necrit make How long ago did this come out? Oh, yesterday. Okay, I was gonna say. Oh no, Garen does have he has potential. I still find him boring personally. There's Tarkin Mahir as one of Zalani's forms. Yeah, that's true. So it'd be cool anime but for teach with their hair floating around. Yeah. I'm just saying that we get the dark and corrupted Zoe from LOR, and by extension we get some of the other LOR stuff. Because LOR is doing a big collab event with a bunch of stuff, right? Still get 5 potentially the next motion comic should come out tomorrow. Oh, it'll still be nice to see it. When it does officially get revealed. So, I know LOR is doing a collaboration with TFT. Did they? When was that happening? I forget when they said that was happening. They're doing a collab with them somehow. Was it December? I feel like it was December that they said it was happening, or November. Kind of 2D animation VFX would look wild. Yeah, probably look neat. So we were getting fiddle. I don't think they said when, but they said we are getting them, from what I recall. Although I have not played LOR in a long time now. And the recent expansions didn't really do much for me personally to like get me invested again. But I think also I was working on the thesis at the time, and then I just kind of fell off of playing it. So, and they you know, they haven't been adding any new lore stuff. Terrible Spirit Blossom. But it was kind of late to add Spirit Blossom, wasn't it? We already experienced so much Spirit Blossom fatigue, and then they just added more. And it wasn't even new artwork. It was the same artwork from the skins, and it was just, we're doubling up on champions again. But at least Lux had something kind of new to offer when she did that. I was just kind of Yeah, I love that lore for the voices. I love it for like the new stuff they add to the lore, like Otacon, for example. We wouldn't have Otacon without LOR. I'm just saying, I'm hoping that because LOR is having some kind of collaboration with League and TFT, and I'm thinking with League, it's got to be like the Dark and Corrupted skins, and I'm hoping for TFT, it's because the next TFT set is based in Runeterra. Again, so like my hope is that means the new TFT set will be like they're gonna use like Otacon, or they're gonna like make new models of Jack, or you know, or Sithria or Zolani, or they're gonna bring over like what they did with set 13, right, where they had, you know, Smeech and Loris and Savika and all them make new models. That would be incredible. That'd be a really fun way to spice up, because we've been to Runeterra for so many TFT sets now. It'd be a really fun way to make it feel like, oh, this is new. Because they did Nora before, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. New Art reaches after Ionia? No idea. No clue. Based on one of LOR's skin themes? Maybe. Maybe. Don't know. Wait, BLITZCRANK? Yes, BLITZCRANK is in 2XKO. He got revealed a little bit earlier than was intended. Riot Games accidentally posted the preview image on their support website. So, but we're going to get an official trailer for Blitz next week. You're saying Demacia? I would imagine Demacia would be a season, because they're trying to tie in the visual updates. And Shyvana is supposed to be out next year. One would hope, at least. So they look awesome. Yeah. Like, great. I don't have to gamble for the pass this time. Couldn't play Alpha Lab 2 because of UK. Yeah. I mean, it's still a closed beta, but I think they're just going to be gradually adding everyone. And the Alpha Lab 1, I think everyone who was in any of the Alpha Labs before will get into the beta, so. Black Rose could easily blackmail Jack the winner as a pawn, because Tom Getch wants to eat him. Jack as a Black Rose member would be kind of cool, but it'd be kind of weird if they added Jack without any You know, without his iconic look at this point. Also, Jack would be easy to add back in because they got JB Blanc on speed dial. So, for voice acting, they'd have no problems. Jack for 2XKO. So my thoughts on something like that, like guest characters in 2XKO, like if they wanted to add Jack from LOR, they wanted to add like a Valorant character or something. I am down for that, but I think they got to establish a core league base first. I think if they go dive too quickly into guest characters or like a full-on troll character, like you could have a goofy character, right? If you want to add Bard or something, if you made a character like Bard just be intentionally bad on purpose.
I've got 2 thumbs and a
I don't know.
I am paying my taxes, love
you. Thank you, Alistair. Thank you for the 8 months. I appreciate that. Thank you. I have to pay my tax increments in 2 weeks. Yay. I love having the privilege of being able to pay my taxes early. Or I should be able to dynamically plays flute. It just takes stuff from like the set 10 Bard. So there's a lot of stuff. Yumi is a joke. Yeah, they just added like Yumi is like intentionally awful. The big band, yeah. So I think there's a lot of potential. I'm very happy that BLITZCRANK is in 2XKO. BLITZCRANK was my most wanted character. So I'm super happy to see them in there. Trundle is the troll pick. Ha ha ha. Yumi already exists as the support fuse. But they do like the Pokken thing where they use like some of the Pokemon as the little assists. So I'm excited. We gotta wait till next week to see it in full, and then hopefully we'll see a trailer for the supposed 10th character that's gonna be in this open. In the closed beta. I thought it was just going to be Vi, so I'm very happy that they're actually going to launch the beta with 10 characters. I thought they were just going to launch it with just added Vi back in. So if there's 3 new characters to play during the beta, I think that's great. Having just the one was like, eh. Again, only downside is that, you know, almost half the roster is on. That's a bit of a problem, even if they're all, you know, perfect picks for the game. 10 will probably come later in the beta. That would be weird, though, to launch it with 9 characters, I feel. In a 2v2 game, to have an uneven roster at the start would be... Maybe that's just the OCD speaking to me, but... It's still... I'm still very, very happy that BLITZCRANK's here. Do you like Plants vs. Zombies? I mean, I used to play it when it came out. Haven't really played it since. I tried to, like, years and years ago, but EA said, you know what? Ads after everything. And I said, nope, I'm out. It was wondering now Lee Sin or Udyr and 2XKO. I mean, they're going to be in there eventually. Lee Sin especially is going to be in there eventually. Like, I can't see a world where he's not. He's one of those, I think I said, what was it? Lee Sin, Pyke, Kaisa, or Teemo are, like, my bets for any of them being the 10th character they add. They're going to go with someone safe. BLITZCRANK is still a pretty relatively popular pick, but not like Ari or Yasuo levels. But still, like, I think it's great that they're here because, like, the team behind them made a full robot fighting game. So it felt very weird, like, if BLITZCRANK wasn't in there. Got to get the robot. Picking a wild card. I mean, I would love it if they have a wild card. I think that would be great. I think the roster is kind of suffering because the roster so far has been so safe. So I think if they have a more out there pick, like they throw in Fiddlesticks or Vex or some really weird, wacky pick, then that'd be great. BLITZCRANK's about as close as you're going to get to that so far. Maybe Alawi on that end too, but Alawi... Oh god, I don't want to describe her like it, but it's kind of... For a bit there, they were trying to turn her into an industry plant for a little while. I don't want to describe her that way because I think Alawi is awesome and I was so happy she was getting some time in the spotlight, but the fact they just kept putting her everywhere was like, whoa, when did this happen? Why is Alawi everywhere all of a sudden? This is odd. But it'd still be nice that she's in there because I really like Alawi. We should do someone risky like Kha'Zix or Bel'Veth. I think if they're going to add Kha'Zix, you got to have Rengar. You can't have Kha'Zix without Rengar. That just wouldn't be possible. Yeah, I don't take Alawi because Alawi's awesome. We love Alawi around here. It's Cho. He's got to get a rework first. So, you know, come back in 15, 20 years and maybe he'll have it. So, Yorick, yeah, Yorick. I'd like to see Yorick. There's a bunch of wacky weirdo picks they could do. Kled's a good wacky pick. Bard, for me, it would probably be like the best wacky pick. Because he's just so weird and out there. And trying to make Bard into a real fighter when in game, you know, in League, he has one damaging ability would be hilarious. Yumi might be a bit like too far. Yumi's just a cat. We don't want one of those. We don't want Gone. We don't want that. We don't want a character that's too tiny. Vigard is Mecha. That would work too. That'd be funny. Graves could work. He's one of those characters with a ranged weapon that could actually work because he's more close range weapon. I don't know if it'd be difficult to add Belveth. I think the difficult part about adding Belveth is that Belveth has nothing to her. Because what does Belveth have besides just basic physical attacks? She could summon the little void goons. Like, that's about it. Or goobers. God, I hate what's become of the word goons. Summon the little void goobers. Just summon them around, I guess. But then, a better puppet character would be like Yorick or Azir. Yeah, she just slaps people. I think I made this argument a while ago. Belveth, to me, in League of Legends, is the pinnacle example of the worst execution of thematic fantasy. Like, I think Belveth has the worst gameplay to promised character fantasy in the entire game. Like, this gigantic, false, fake head Empress of the Void with an army at her doorstep and telepathic psychic powers, and her gameplay is she slaps you a lot. And, it's so random. Briar would be fun. Briar is actually an opposite example. I think Briar is one of the best thematic executions gameplay-wise of what you'd expect from the character fantasy. Of just, psychopath gremlin, remove control, lost to the bloodlust. It's the perfect execution of thematic fantasy. I think I recorded a video about that, actually, about, ranking every character by thematic fantasy. I never got made into a video because the VOD was 5 hours. But there's a bunch of, really funny examples of characters with, really, really spectacular executions of what you would imagine that they play like versus ones like Belveth, where it's just awful. League is usually really good about that, too. The funny thing, League can be really good about that, even with terrible characters. Like, Gragas, awful character. Design, lore, Gragas is just terrible. What a disgusting freak. Perfect thematic fantasy from his gameplay. He plays exactly like you'd want him to. Just this absolute, just drunken buffoon throwing his weight and his alcohol around like it means nothing, and just you feel like you're a drunk idiot playing Gragas. It's an enigma. Or I would not change a thing about his gameplay. It's so perfect. AC's a weird for a fighting game, yeah. Jinx is technically kind of a zoner, and they did kind of redesign her from the ground up. Looks like he's in the middle of rotting. Yeah. There's a lot of weird examples like that, where some characters play exactly like you'd imagine them to, and some really miss the mark. Braum, probably another good example of one that plays the guy with the big shield, of course. He's there to protect you. He stands in front of you. He takes the hits. He's great. Great thematic fantasy on Braum. Jhin, another great example. Evelyn's really good. Other really good ones. Excuse me. Mundo's pretty good. Mundo's he's low skill, so he's kind of what you would expect from this kind of bumbling idiot. Fiddlesticks is great. Yeah, Fiddlesticks is good. The only problem with Fiddlesticks is that what makes thematic fantasy so perfect is usually the most unoptimal way to play him. But it's still really great. Kled's great too. Yeah, Kled's fantastic. The fact that you're encouraged more to go in when you're low health and never back down is fantastic. They're like really exceptional. Renata's great. Business CEO. I don't want to get my hands dirty. Go kill him yourself. Or, like, I'll make my enemies fight themselves. Like, excellent. Set's pretty good. Tom Kench kind of got... He was spectacular, and now he's like, yeah, he's still good. But missing the old alt, it's not the same. It's just not the same. Singed. Oh, God. Singed, yeah. Singed is, oof. Garen. Warwick's a really good one. Those are like the few that come to my mind immediately of just like flawless thematic fantasy. Pantheon's pretty good. Nunu's pretty good. Nico's really good now. She always felt like she was lacking it, but since the mid scope, like, oh yeah, Nico's great now. Talia works pretty well. Talia's pretty good, yeah. Yeah, Mord's a good example. Yeah, you feel like an actual raid boss, which is what you would expect out of the Lord of Death. LeBlanc's interesting to me because LeBlanc has always felt like this is the kind of character that wouldn't... Like, she would be kind of like Nico, where she would use disguises and be more shrouded in the background and a puppeteer. But she never played like that. And they didn't want to change her too much. I don't think they changed her gameplay at all, actually. I'd argue LeBlanc's not a really good example of, like... She wouldn't really play how you'd expect this kind of character to, I feel. It should be more of a control mage. She'd be in the back. Or even like an artillery. Like, she'd just be in the back. She'd be puppeteering people. She'd have some kind of mind control or taunt, like reverse taunt or something. I don't know. Pretend to be your allies or something. It would never work in competitive, obviously, but... I don't know. I can't really think of many others that I think are just like absolutely fantastic executions. I did. Oh, Asol kind of now. Asol's so much better now. The summoning the stars from above to slam down, shake the entire map. Hell yeah. Senna's pretty decent. Yeah, Senna's good. Morgana's pretty good, yeah. I like that Morgana can jungle now. I think that helps a lot more with her whole, like, she's a support, but she's, you know, the veiled lady. She's wandering around the woods. So her being a jungler and a support, very good. I think role is actually a good example of, like, sometimes thematic fantasy can be broken or enhanced because of the role they're played in, right? Like, Swain, I think, is hurt because half the time his best role is the support. When that's not really... Like, I get he still, like, is a damaging kind of half carry support, but Swain being a support is just really odd. I think Morgana was designed mainly as a mid laner first. Nautilus was supposed to be a jungler. And, you know, I always bring this up, but... This is my favorite example. Let's take a look at BLITZCRANK's recommended item build. Ah, yes. You gotta rush that Sheen. You gotta get Triforce, and you gotta go Infinity Edge and Bloodthirster. Very, very core items on BLITZCRANK. Core items. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, old League of Legends. Dude, Nocturne still looks the same. Oh my god, so does BLITZCRANK. Oh my god. Look at old Alistar. Oh god, Rumble still looks the same. Jesus. What I wouldn't give for this to be like a game mode they did. You know? What I wouldn't get. I would. Oh, the collie. Oh, look at old bot lane. No care in the world if there was an ADC down there or not. Skarner's top lane. What a world. What a wonderful world. They killed that, unfortunately. Yeah, Rumble still looks like shit because all his exclusives see Badlands, Banner, Super Galaxy. Yeah, I mean, there's a few champions like that. Lee Sin was like that for the longest time. They just use all his legendaries or Muay Thai. Also, the really long bushes. Yeah, it's crazy to see how far the came. Oh, got you in the map changes too. Old Halloween map. What a fun color scheme the old Halloween map was too. All the bright colors. It's like it's dark, but it's still really, you know, very lively and colorful. Old Pantheon, old Yi, old Galio. Kennen still looks the same. Wukong still looks the same. Did Pantheon's rework is still recent in my mind, and then I realized it was 6 years ago. Old Nasus up there too, and Shen. Good. What a mess. Look more like StarCraft, yeah. Because we're getting the snow map back. Yeah, I heard that was in the files of getting the snow map. That's awesome, dude. That's been so long. Jeez, when was the last time we got the snow map? I think the last time we got the snow map was with Santa Brom, I want to say, or was it when Santa Draven came out? Or did they come out at the same time? I don't remember. I know Draven and Jinx were at the same time, although I think there was Draven, Jinx, and Poppy. I think Braum was at a different time. Probably misremembering, but... And then Mayfest are not guaranteed. Ah, but it would be so good. And that would be the end of the season, too. Completely new files. I mean, that's a good indication that it might be coming back. Well, it would have to be new files too, right? Because they can't just use the old files verbatim because the map has changed. You know, they got the new shape of the walls and the lanes and Baron Pit and all that stuff, and the new dragons. They have to compensate for all that, right? But the Elemental Drakes, were they around? I think they were around when the old winter map was there, but it was just the 4, I think. It was just the original 4. I don't remember. Was it still just the one basic dragon? The one that just gave the stacking buff? I guess that's how dragons work nowadays anyway, but... Something with Ice Skaters area would be fun. That'd be cool. Oh my god, I still just... It keeps coming back to me. Because I just keep thinking about, like, you know, we'll get some new skins for, like, X-Champion or whoever. Like, for fuck's sake. Come on, man. Please. It's like, it's been so long. It's been so long. It's not fair. They couldn't figure, because they couldn't think how to do Infernal map with winter. I mean, you just maybe require a bit more effort, but just have like campfires or like a fireplace or something. It'd be a little bit extra effort probably because you have to model a fire. But you could just use Braum's shield even if you want to cut some corners. I know people are getting angry about corners being cut or whatever. It's standard in game design. There's like the whole, what was it? That whole debacle with Xin Zhao, right? Like one of his spell effects uses a modified version of Galio's thing. Ideally, that would be the case. I don't like it that they did it, but standard for game development. Look at your latest tweet. Have you disproven? Ho ho! Ho ho! Would you look at that? Nice. Very cool. So it was just a either they responded to the backlash and made this, or it was just it was a placeholder. I would like to hope it was a placeholder. French? No, I just I've now like adapted Rexplode into my vocabulary. You know, he'd always just go like, oh, and then, like that's just like my response to things I have to type. Honest been bond to backlash. Yeah, probably. The fact that it's so late, like it's the day before the patch goes live, it feels like it was backlash. If it was a placeholder, it probably would have been done sooner. Oh yeah, having like snow melted on different parts of the map, that could work too. I still just like, Skarner has existed in this game for so long. 14 years. This man has had 3 skins post-launch. And hasn't had a new skin in almost 5 years. It won't be live. This is PBE goes live. There's a bunch of your videos incorrect. You gotta redo them though. That's part of the deal that you definitely signed with Riot Games. That you gotta do it all. Because they definitely help you make things. Solely pleased, yeah. The main wing Hussars Shin's out actually good. It's only 2 slugs since all elite. It's so bad. Yeah, I don't think they improved it that much, to be honest, but I wasn't a big fan of it before originally anyway. Can they? That would be nice. The shot, you know, you can't get that. I can never get League Partner Program. So count your blessings. At least you have that. I'm still stuck here without. When Wasp comes out of the PB, isn't it coming soon? I think it's gonna be on PB soon, right? Earther and Sanskrit's lost all the sauce. So I don't even know if they lost the sauce. I think they lost their identity. Earther definitely lost its identity if it was just supposed to be like an actual mountainous earth elemental and they kind of made it into a walking nexus turret. Sanskrit was funny because it was just, let's take the crystal scorpion character and just remove the crystal part and call that a skin. Like it was just, they just turned him into a normal scorpion. Like it was funny. I wouldn't even say it was like genius, but they tried to make him into like a high noon demon thing with a metal jacket for some reason. On the BLITZCRANK stream, we barely talked to them. Just talk about this. We were talking about BLITZCRANK a lot at the start. Trying for Riot to flip the WASP toggle server side. I played Deadlock. I have friends who play Deadlock. It didn't really interest me though. If I restream this economy, well, I'm probably gonna end the stream soon. I need to rest a bit and then try to get some work done. I gotta finish the Patreon drawings for this month. Gotta get them done. Which I did. I guess not even like. I do want to show the one that I drew. One of my patrons asked me to make a pool party Cho'Gath. So I did that.
Oh, hello.
There he is. Not done yet, but it's like an Elasmosaur big pool toy water slide, sentient water slide. What happened to season rewinds? Thesis work happened, basically, and then I've just been kind of in a rut recently. And then it was 3 things. Thesis occupied all my time at the end of last year and for up until like April, May of this year. And then I got into an emotional rut and all the, probably only exacerbated by all the physical problems I've been dealing with. You know, between the nerve damage, between the back pain, a mess. And then the intestinal problems too. Like, it's just been a disaster. So I still plan on doing it. I'm just prioritizing getting this other big video out first. So, how's it going? I mean, I'm getting medicated for the nerve damage. Intestinal pain, I'm working on it. It's not all better, but it's a lot better. Back pain has been getting worse, which is not fun. I can't draw for very long periods of time anymore. I have to take a timer where I time myself every like 7 to 10 minutes. I have to get up, move around, stretch, stop. But even then, like the back pain comes in really fast now. It's been very frustrating because I still have I have all the drawings I have to do for Patreon, all this other stuff that I have to do. And I'd like to be able to draw for myself every once in a while, you know? Like I had a lot of fun drawing, what was it? The, where did I put it? This, yeah, like I drew the pool party Cass skin idea. I had fun doing that. But I can't really draw much these days without it hurting a lot. Does anything work normally in your body? Eyesight's still pretty good. It sucks ass, yeah. So it's not only is it back, it's shoulder as well. It's like in my back and shoulder. I was drawing a couple days ago, and I was in the middle of drawing, and then my shoulder just popped. And I was like, just like, oh, what the fuck? And then I just like, you know, like moving. You know when you like if you like crack your knuckles or something, right? And you get that like. And like every movement I had in my shoulder for the next half hour was like that was an awful feeling. It's better now, but it's like, Jesus, it sucks. I need a hex score for real. I'll take it. At least you still have hair. Yep. Definitely didn't win the genetic lottery of hair loss or anything. Surely, yep. Definitely not going to lose it all in 2 years. We making another League Jeopardy vid? That one is being worked on. That one I'm getting some help with that. That one is currently being worked on. Actually, I posted on my Patreon, shameless plug, the first 4 minutes of it is up there, so. This is what uni does, and I gotta go back to university in like 2 weeks. Because even though I finished my thesis, the fact that I didn't take my maximum course load so that I could work on YouTube at the same time means I have to go back for extra years, and I still have a couple mandatory courses and electives to do. So I'm not even free from that. So it's just... I'm so tired. Shameless plug that I'm a part of. It doesn't help that like, I haven't been able to get out a big video in any like I want this big video out so bad. This big video that I'm working on right now has been in the works since August of last year. So it's been a long time. I'm terrified it's gonna bomb. Like I'm almost certain it's going to bomb. Like, but I'm so proud of what it is so far. But no, you don't have to pay to take care of myself. You don't got to do that. It won't bomb. I don't know. I just rather be YouTuber forever. Boom. Yeah. You can still reflect the quality. No, I know, but it's also for the amount of time, for amount of effort I put into it. I'd like to be able to afford the taxes that I have the privilege of being able to pay in advance.
Nature surprise!
Oh, no, sorry. I have the privilege of being able to mandatory pay my taxes in advance. Private, they were the prime. Thank you. What is your major? Multimedia. Or media arts, I guess. They keep flip-flopping between whether it's multimedia or media arts. So, they say it's capitalism, my favorite. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I gotta finish this. I gotta finish the... I think I finished the line art for all of the Patreon drawings. I just gotta do the shading for them all. So... get all those done, and then I'll be done with drawing for August. I've done a lot of drawing this month, especially because I was behind on the drawings for July because that's when like the nerve damage started, and so I literally was not able to do it for like 2 or 3 weeks, and so I had to get caught up. So, but at least if I get these done in like the next few days, I'll be all caught up there. So. Yeah. This is as a whole, starting Unity next week. It has some good moments. I've learned some things. But I think I'm just in a situation where like I'm so sick of it. I also got trapped in it during the COVID years, and then taking like a couple courses at a time to make sure that I have time for the rest of my work is just. So my experience, like I've been going so slow through university that I still have other courses to do, even though I finished my thesis. Like my thesis is done. I got an 86 on my thesis, so got with flying colors, and I still have more to do. So it's just annoying, but I'll be happier once this big video is done. And then probably the next big video after that will be the season rewind for last year. Get that finished, and then the season rewind for this year. Probably the plan. And then League Jeopardy will be in there, and there's some other videos being worked on at the same time sprinkled in. And then if my head's in the game and I feel like I've got other videos to offer besides it, then I'll might get back on casual review. We'll see. We'll see. Degree would help you get big jobs. You don't really need it. Well, my mom suggested the idea of just like, if there's a chance, because I finished the degree, if I could just get like a general BA. Crisis. It didn't even. Crisis. Golden cap. What is even. Crisis. You don't gotta do that. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs, Crisis, you psycho. Thank you. I appreciate it. You don't gotta do it. I don't wanna like turn this into a charity case. I'm fine. I'm just working through it. I appreciate it though, I think. You know what I want? Oh. Thank you, fellas. Thank you. I will. I'm getting that thing where now my nose is completely clogged.
People use. Thank you.
There's no.
Take my bits here. Yes, I did this cause I wanted to.
There's no. I appreciate the bits. You don't gotta though. Thank you. I'll treat myself with a little capitalism. Oh bother. All right, fellas. I think I'm gonna close off the Michael.
Thank you.
Fee for seeing your amazing videos.
Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. Thank you, Bellas, for all the bits and all the subs. I'm probably gonna close off the stream to rest, and before this gets out of hand, like I did that one time. So, thank you, fellas. I'll see you next stream. Maybe I'll do like another Monster Hunter stream at some point this week or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna go lie down for a little bit, and then I'm probably gonna work on getting Patreon stuff done. Yeah. Davos, take care. I'll see you maybe in our stream. Maybe the problem again, I can't because I have to take such frequent breaks while drawing that it's kind of impossible for me. So, Davos, take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye.